What is up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys had a good new year. You guys stayed safe, nothing crazy happened. I don't know if you guys saw, but a bunch of videos on YouTube and social media of just people being reckless. But I stayed safe, went to a friend's house, so that was fun. But I'm super bummed because I really wanted to make a video that of a part that I mentioned in my last video that would save you money. For some reason, shipping is taking forever, so that part has not come in yet. I'll give you a hint, it's for the interior, but it should be here in the next couple days. And I want to show you guys because it's a super nice part, good quality, and they're a lot cheaper than some of the other parts are on there. So giving you a hint, it's an interior part. But one part that did come in that I'm not gonna install yet, but want to share with you because this part saves you money too, and they're really good quality, and it makes the stance of your car look a lot better. Really complements your car when you have lowering springs on. But I'll show you guys. I got these on Amazon in their Ren Motorsports spacers. So I got 12 mil for the front and I got 15 mil from the back for the back. And I know a lot of you are gonna say space, or you know, maybe some of you like spacers. There's a lot of people, it seems 50-50 on the internet. People like spacers, people don't like spacers. But to fill you guys in, drifters, drag racers, a lot of different people in the car world, they use spacers generally to help with fitment. That's really what spacers are for. The important part, and as you guys have probably heard, you need to get hub-centric spacers, which means that the center of the spacer goes over that lip that is on your hub. And what that does is it helps support the wheel, so just the lug nuts are not supporting all the weight. So hub-centric helps disperse the weight, so it's not just on the lug nuts, but it's also on the hub too. So I'll show you guys these. Oh, and the other thing that's very important is that when you get spacers, you have to make sure that the lugs are extended. So with these that I got off Amazon, these are extended lug nuts. So when you buy these, you get two in a pack. And what's nice is that, I don't know if you guys ever dealt with spacers, but when you put spacers on, you have to use anti-seize so these spacers don't get stuck to your hub. But also, sometimes you can use anti-seize and it's still really hard to get off. And so with these spacers from Rensport, they have these little slots right here that you can put a flathead screwdriver in and pry these off if they ever do get stuck. So that's a nice feature of these. And as you can see, they're hub-centric. So the lug nut is not just supporting the weight of the wheel. And again, it's a pack of two and they come with extended lug nuts. So that's key, hub-centric spacers and spacers that come with extended lug nuts. There are some spacers out there that do not come with extended lug nuts, and if that happens, you're not gonna be threading the lug bolt in all the way, and that's not safe, and that's where wheels fall off and fly off, and you guys have probably seen on YouTube. So when you buy spacers, two things, hub-centric spacers, and make sure the spacers come with extended bolts, okay? And so these spacers are really good quality. As you can see, really nice. They're not super heavy, but they're very nice, and they're machined well, and they have a nice coating on them so they won't rust. So I highly recommend these, and I'll put a link down in the description below. these are super nice spacers, and they're going to be a lot cheaper than a lot of the ones I've looked at, because I was looking for a long time for spacers, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to spend $500 on a set of spacers. I'd rather use that for an intake or a downpipe or whatever. So Ren Motorsport spacers, they are, I think, $60 for the rear and $50 for the front. So that's a pair of 2, and it comes with all 10 lug nuts. So 10 for the front and 10 for the back. So you cannot beat that. And here's the front spacer. It looks exactly the same, but I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'll try and zoom in. Well, I can't get to focus in, but on these spacers, it's really nice. On the writing, it shows you the spec of the spacer. So you can't screw up putting the rear spacers on the front and the front ones on the rear. So that's really nice. They come with that text on there to let you know what spacer it is. So if you do get the wrong one in the wrong box, you can, make sure you have the right one. And also, very important for F30 BMW owners, you cannot use 10 mil spacers on the front of your car. And the reason for that is, so this is why I went with 12, because it's a pretty safe spacer for the front. But the 10 mil, this part right here that my thumb is on, it is too, when you have the 10 mil, this is too short. And so what happens is, when you go to put this spacer on, it does not sit flush on the hub. So that's why if you guys have been doing research, you cannot put 10 mil spacers on the front, because they do not sit flush, because this part is not long enough when you have a 10 mil spacer to fit securely on the hub. So that's why you see a lot of guys or a lot of companies, they'll say you can't put 10 mil spacers on the front. So anyway, so that's why I went with 12 in the front. And just to show you guys what I mean is that, so these are the lug nuts for the front, and these are for the rear. So as you can see, you see how these rear ones are a little bit longer? Not a little bit, they're a good amount, almost a 1/4 inch longer. And that's to ensure that you have the hub threaded on correctly, but also that lug is threaded in all the way so the lugs don't snap. Because when you don't have lugs threaded all the way, obviously it's like if you don't bolt something securely, and it's never getting tightened correctly, and over time it's gonna loosen up and back out, and then that's when your wheels fall off. So these spacers from Amazon, Ren Motorsports, are amazing quality, have rust resistant coating, hub centric, you get longer lug bolts, and they look really good. So, and also my car, the code for my wheels is the 403M wheels, and these are come stock on certain M Sport BMWs. And I did a lot of research and made sure there were a lot of guys on the F30 forum that run these wheels with the spec spacers that I picked out, and that was one of the reasons. I saw a picture of a guy's car exactly like mine with 12 mil spacers in the front and 15 mil in the back, and it looked awesome. And I'll try and find a picture to post so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. But like I said, I wanted to give you guys an update so I'm not just leaving you hanging. I'm waiting on an interior part, and if it comes today or tomorrow, I want to get that installed, so I'll be posting a video of that. And then also, I kind of want to get your guys' perspective. Should I take my car in to get the H&R springs installed, or should I do it myself? So I'm sure some of you can kind of fill me in, but just let me know what you guys think, because I really want to get my car lowered and I want to get those spacers on, because I think that would absolutely change the look of the car. It would look a lot more aggressive and a lot cooler probably too. But anyway guys, please comment down below on what I should do. Should I take my car in to get the springs installed, or should I do it myself? Please like this video, subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And again, I can't wait until this next mod, because you guys are gonna love it, and it goes in perfectly with my plan for the interior. So anyway guys, thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next video.